Deep inside you lies a wellspring of strength, resilience, and worth. It's the essence of who you are, your self-esteem. But sometimes, that voice gets drowned out by self-doubt and external pressures. But here's the good news. You have the power to change that. It's about silencing those self-critical voices and amplifying the ones that cheer you on. Get ready to embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery and self-love.
Imagine a life where you believe in yourself wholeheartedly, pursue your dreams fearlessly, and navigate challenges with resilience and grace. This isn't a far-off fantasy. It's the reality that awaits when you tap into the power of healthy self-esteem. Self-esteem is the foundation of our well-being. It's the lens through which we view ourselves, our abilities, and our place in the world. When our self-esteem is strong, we approach life with confidence, optimism, and a belief in our ability to overcome obstacles.
The journey to boosting your self-esteem starts from within. It's about shifting your focus from external validation to internal acceptance. It's about recognizing that your worth isn't determined by your achievements, your appearance, or the opinions of others. True self-esteem stems from a deep understanding and appreciation of who you truly are, your values, your strengths, your passions, and even your imperfections. It's about embracing your authentic self, warts and all, and recognizing that you are enough just as you are. This journey might involve challenging negative self-talk, reprogramming limiting beliefs, and practicing self-compassion. It might require setting healthy boundaries, nurturing supportive relationships, and celebrating your accomplishments, both big and small. It's not always an easy path, but it's a path worth taking, because the rewards of high self-esteem are immeasurable. Greater happiness, stronger relationships, increased resilience, and the freedom to live a life that truly aligns with your values and aspirations.
In just 30 minutes, you can take the first step on this transformative journey. This video is a practical and empowering resource, filled with actionable strategies that you can implement immediately. We'll explore powerful techniques such as identifying and challenging negative self-talk, cultivating self-compassion and forgiveness, setting realistic goals and celebrating successes, building supportive relationships and practicing gratitude, engaging in self-improvement and practicing affirmations, overcoming imposter syndrome and cultivating a growth mindset. Each of these techniques has been carefully chosen for their effectiveness in boosting self-esteem and fostering a greater sense of self-worth. Whether you're struggling with low self-esteem, seeking to maintain a healthy sense of self, or simply looking for ways to enhance your overall well-being, this guide has something for you. So if you're ready to unlock your potential, embrace your worthiness, and step into a brighter, more fulfilling future, let's begin this 30-minute journey to a happier, more confident you. Self-esteem. What does it truly mean? It's the value we place on ourselves, the internal compass guiding our thoughts and behaviors, the inner voice that says, I am worthy, influenced by upbringing, experiences, and societal expectations. Healthy self-esteem radiates confidence. We approach challenges positively. Low self-esteem brings doubt and hesitation. Understanding self-esteem is the key to nurturing it. Self-esteem isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. Think of it as two sides of the same coin. Global self-esteem and specific self-esteem. Global self-esteem is our general feeling of worthiness. Specific self-esteem relates to how we feel in particular domains of life. Recognizing these nuances helps build a balanced sense of self-worth.
Our journey with self-esteem begins in childhood. From birth, we absorb messages shaping our sense of self. Caregivers, peers, and family values build our self-esteem. Positive experiences foster a strong sense of self-worth. Negative experiences can lead to self-doubt. Our self-esteem evolves with school, relationships, and careers. Our past doesn't dictate our future. We can reshape and strengthen our self-esteem.
The power of perspective. Self-esteem isn't just about what happens to us, it's also about how we interpret those experiences. Two people can face similar challenges, but emerge with different self-worth. The difference lies in their perspective. Focusing on strengths and practicing self-compassion fosters self-esteem. Challenge negative self-talk and practice gratitude. Shift your perspective to see yourself through a compassionate lens. This shift is key to building unshakable self-esteem.
The shadow within. Imagine a tiny seed planted in fertile ground, full of potential to grow into a magnificent tree. But instead of sunlight and nourishment, it's met with shadows choked by weeds of self-doubt and watered with the toxins of negative self-talk. This is often the reality of low self-esteem, a hidden struggle that can stunt our growth, dim our light, and prevent us from blossoming into the best versions of ourselves. Low self-esteem isn't always obvious. It doesn't always manifest as outward sadness or despair. Sometimes it disguises itself as a quiet, insidious voice that whispers doubts in our ears, chipping away at our confidence and leaving us feeling inadequate and unworthy. It can affect anyone, regardless of their background, accomplishments, or outward appearances. It can hold us back from pursuing our dreams, sabotage our relationships, and keep us trapped in cycles of self-sabotage. But recognizing low self-esteem for what it is, a treatable condition, not a life sentence, is the crucial first step towards healing, growth, and reclaiming our power. Recognizing the signs. Low self-esteem often whispers instead of shouts, making it easy to dismiss its messages as simply being realistic or having a bad day. But these whispers, if left unchecked, can grow into roars, drowning out our inner voice of worthiness and shaping our lives in negative ways. Here are some common signs that low self-esteem might be casting a shadow over your life. Negative self-talk. Do you find yourself constantly criticizing your thoughts, actions, and appearance? Do you dwell on your mistakes and minimize your accomplishments? Fear of failure and criticism. Do you shy away from challenges or opportunities for growth because you're afraid of making mistakes or being judged? Do you avoid putting yourself out there for fear of rejection? People-pleasing. Do you find yourself constantly seeking validation from others, even at the expense of your own needs and desires? Do you struggle to say no or assert your boundaries? When self-doubt takes the reins, low. Self-esteem can manifest in various ways, often disguised as other emotional states or behavioral patterns. Learning to recognize these manifestations is essential to addressing the root cause and reclaiming your self-worth. Perfectionism. While striving for excellence is admirable, perfectionism driven by a fear of failure or a belief that we are only worthy if we are flawless is a hallmark of low self-esteem. It sets impossible standards and perpetuates a cycle of self-criticism and dissatisfaction. Sensitivity to criticism. While it's natural to feel a pang of disappointment or hurt when criticized, those with low self-esteem often internalize criticism as a confirmation of their deepest insecurities. They may ruminate over negative feedback, even if it's not constructive or well-founded. Difficulty accepting compliments. Believe it or not, deflecting or downplaying compliments can be a sign of low self-esteem. It stems from a disbelief in one's own worthiness, a feeling that the positive feedback doesn't align with our internalized self-image.
A silent struggle. Low self-esteem can be a silent struggle. Hidden behind smiles, accomplishments, and a seemingly confident facade, it's important to remember that everyone experiences self-doubt from time to time. Life's challenges, setbacks, and societal pressures can temporarily chip away at our self-worth. However, when these feelings of inadequacy become persistent, pervasive, and begin to interfere with our ability to enjoy life, form healthy relationships, and pursue our goals, it's time to take action. The good news is that low self-esteem is not a life sentence. It's a learned pattern of thinking and behaving that can be unlearned and replaced with more empowering beliefs and habits. It's a journey, not a destination, and every step we take towards self-compassion and self-acceptance is a victory worth celebrating. If you recognize yourself in the signs and symptoms we've explored, know that you are not alone. Millions of people struggle with low self-esteem, and there is hope for healing and transformation. The coming sections of this video will equip you with practical tools and strategies to boost your self-esteem and reclaim your inherent worth.
The mirror of self-reflection. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, ready to see your reflection. Instead of your physical appearance, you see your thoughts and beliefs. This is the mirror of self-reflection. Building self-awareness boosts self-esteem. Shine a light on your inner world without judgment. Observe your thoughts and feelings. This journey requires honesty and courage.
Identifying the inner critic. We all have an inner critic, that voice inside our heads that comments on our thoughts, actions, and perceived shortcomings. It's the voice that whispers doubts, amplifies insecurities, and reminds us of past failures. For some, the inner critic is a harsh taskmaster, constantly berating and belittling, leaving us feeling inadequate and unworthy. For others, it might be more subtle, a persistent undercurrent of self-doubt that undermines our confidence and prevents us from pursuing our dreams. This inner critic often disguises itself as a well-meaning advisor, telling us it's just trying to protect us or keep us grounded. But its true intention is often to keep us small, safe, and stuck in patterns of self-sabotage. The first step in silencing the inner critic is to become aware of its presence. Start paying attention to the negative thoughts that pop up throughout the day. Notice the language you use when you talk to yourself. Is it kind and compassionate or critical and judgmental?
Challenging the negative scripts. Our inner critic often relies on the same old, tired scripts, negative thought patterns that have been playing on repeat in our minds for years. These negative scripts can sound like, I'm not good enough. I always mess things up. I'm not worthy of love. These thoughts, no matter how often they replay, are not facts. They are simply beliefs, and beliefs can be changed. The key is to start challenging these negative scripts, questioning their validity, and replacing them with more positive and empowering affirmations.
Reframing, from darkness to light. Reframing is a powerful technique for challenging negative thoughts and shifting your perspective. For example, instead of dwelling on a mistake you made at work, reframe it as a learning opportunity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this to improve my skills or approach similar situations in the future? Celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. By consciously choosing to reframe negative thoughts and situations, you can start to cultivate a more optimistic and empowering outlook on life.
The power of yet. One of the most powerful words you can add to your vocabulary when it comes to building self-esteem is yet. When you find yourself thinking, I'm not good at insert skill, add yet to the end of the sentence. I'm not good at public speaking, yet. Suddenly, the statement transforms from a fixed mindset of limitation to a growth mindset of possibility. Embrace the power of yet in all areas of your life. I haven't achieved my goal yet. By adding yet to your vocabulary, you acknowledge that you are a work in progress, constantly learning, growing, and evolving.
The gift of kindness to yourself. Imagine offering a warm hug, a listening ear, and words of encouragement to a dear friend going through a tough time. Now, imagine extending that same kindness and understanding, not to your friend, but to yourself. That's self-compassion. Self-compassion is the radical act of treating ourselves with the same care, concern, and understanding that we would offer to someone we love deeply. It's about recognizing that we are all imperfect beings, capable of making mistakes, experiencing setbacks, and feeling inadequate at times. Cultivating self-compassion is essential for building healthy self-esteem. When we're kind to ourselves, we create a safe and supportive inner environment where we can heal, grow, and flourish. Silencing the inner critic, embracing the inner ally. Remember that inner critic we talked about earlier? The voice that whispers doubts, amplifies insecurities, and judges our every move. Self-compassion is the antidote to that inner critic. It's about turning down the volume on that harsh inner voice and replacing it with a kinder, more supportive internal dialogue. Instead of berating yourself for a mistake, try offering yourself words of encouragement. It's okay, everyone makes mistakes. What can I learn from this experience? Instead of focusing on your perceived flaws, remind yourself of your strengths and accomplishments. I am capable, I am resilient, and I have overcome challenges in the past. Challenge negative self-talk with compassion. Instead of saying I'm such a failure, try reframing it as I'm feeling disappointed right now, but I know I'm not defined by this one setback. By practicing self-compassion, you transform your inner critic from a relentless judge into a supportive ally, cheering you on every step of the way. One of the most powerful aspects of self-compassion is the recognition that we are not alone in our struggles. Everyone experiences challenges, setbacks, and self-doubt at some point in their lives. It's part of the human experience. When we're struggling, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that we're the only ones who feel inadequate, flawed, or unworthy. But the truth is, everyone has their own insecurities, their own fears, and their own battles they're fighting. Recognizing our common humanity, the understanding that we are all interconnected and share similar hopes, dreams, and fears can be incredibly liberating. It allows us to let go of the need for perfection, embrace our imperfections, and extend compassion to ourselves and others. Remember, you are not alone. Your struggles do not define you. You are worthy of love and belonging, just as you are. Self-care is not selfish. It's essential. It's about prioritizing your physical, emotional, and mental well-being by engaging in activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. It's about making choices that support your overall health and happiness. Self-care can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day for yourself to meditate, read a book, or listen to your favorite music. It can involve engaging in activities that bring you joy, painting, dancing, spending time in nature, or connecting with loved ones. It can also mean setting healthy boundaries, saying no to commitments that drain your energy, and prioritizing your own needs. It's about listening to your body and giving it the rest, nourishment, and movement it needs to thrive. When you prioritize self-care, you send a powerful message to yourself. I am worthy of love, care, and attention. Holding on to past mistakes, regrets, and resentments is like carrying a heavy weight on our shoulders. It weighs us down, prevents us from moving forward, and casts a shadow over our present moment. Forgiveness, both of ourselves and others, is essential for cultivating self-compassion. Forgiving yourself doesn't mean condoning your past actions or minimizing their impact. It's about acknowledging that you made the best choices you could with the knowledge and resources you had at the time. It's about releasing yourself from the burden of guilt and shame and allowing yourself to move forward with grace and compassion. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you didn't know then. Forgive yourself for being imperfect. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, a release from the past and an invitation to embrace the present moment with open arms.
Imagine holding a seed in your hand, representing a dream, a goal you long to achieve. It's full of potential, but it remains dormant until you plant it, nurture it, and give it the right conditions to grow. Setting goals is like planting those seeds of aspiration in the fertile ground of determination. When we set goals, we give ourselves direction, purpose, and a tangible way to measure our progress. Each step we take towards our goals, no matter how small, is a victory worth celebrating. It's a testament to our commitment, resilience, and belief in our ability to create the life we envision. Setting realistic, achievable goals that align with our values, resources, and time constraints is crucial. When our goals are attainable, we're more likely to stay motivated, track our progress, and experience the joy of accomplishment. You've identified your dreams, those aspirations that make your heart sing. Now it's time to transform those dreams into actionable steps using the power of SMART goals. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific. Instead of setting a vague goal like be healthier, make it specific. Exercise for 30 minutes 3 times a week. Measurable. How will you track your progress? Walk 10,000 steps daily or drink 8 glasses of water a day are measurable goals. Achievable, set goals that challenge you but are still within reach. Relevant. Ensure your goals align with your values, priorities, and overall life vision. Time-bound. Establish a clear time frame for achieving your goals. This creates a sense of urgency and helps you stay on track. Imagine embarking on a scenic road trip. You wouldn't drive with your eyes glued to the destination, ignoring the breathtaking views and charming towns along the way. Similarly, achieving a goal is about more than just the end result. It's about savoring the journey, embracing the challenges, and celebrating the milestones. When we focus solely on the destination, we miss out on the valuable lessons, growth opportunities, and small victories that unfold along the way. Break down larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps. This not only makes the journey less daunting, but also provides more opportunities to celebrate your progress. Each milestone reached, no matter how small, is a testament to your hard work, dedication, and ability to overcome obstacles. Acknowledge your efforts, celebrate your wins, and allow yourself to feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. Setbacks, the stepping stones to success. Imagine a child learning to walk. They take a few wobbly steps, stumble, fall, and then get back up and try again. They don't see falling as a failure, but as a necessary part of the learning process. Similarly, setbacks are an inevitable part of the journey towards any goal. They are not signs of weakness or inadequacy, but opportunities for growth, learning, and course correction. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, reframe them as valuable feedback. Embrace setbacks as stepping stones, opportunities to refine your strategies, strengthen your resolve, and emerge even stronger and more resilient. Embrace the power of progress. Imagine you're sculpting a masterpiece from a block of clay. You wouldn't expect to create a perfect work of art with a single stroke. It takes time, patience, and countless small adjustments to mold the clay into the desired form. Similarly, building self-esteem and achieving our goals is an ongoing process, not a destination. It's about embracing the power of progress, recognizing that every step we take, no matter how small, moves us closer to our desired outcome. Instead of striving for perfection, focus on progress. Remember, progress over perfection. It's the consistent, small steps that lead to significant and lasting change.
The power of human connection. Imagine a single bird, soaring through the sky, seemingly free. Now, picture a flock of birds, flying in perfect harmony, supporting each other, their collective strength allowing them to achieve incredible feats. Just as birds thrive in flocks, humans thrive in communities, connected by bonds of love, support, and understanding. Cultivating strong, supportive relationships is essential for nurturing our self-esteem. When we surround ourselves with positive influences, people who uplift us, believe in us, and encourage us to be our best selves, we create a fertile ground for self-love to blossom. These relationships provide a safe haven where we can be vulnerable, share our struggles, and celebrate our victories without fear of judgment. On the other hand, surrounding ourselves with negative influences, people who criticize, belittle, or drain our energy, can be detrimental to our self-esteem.
Gratitude, a celebration of life's gifts. Imagine waking up each morning and focusing solely on what you lack. The possessions you don't have, the goals you haven't achieved, the perceived flaws in your appearance. Now imagine shifting that focus to all the good in your life, the love you receive, the simple pleasures that bring you joy, the lessons learned from challenges overcome. That's the power of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negativity, a celebration of life's gifts, both big and small. It's about shifting our perspective from what we lack to what we have, recognizing the abundance that surrounds us in every moment. When we cultivate an attitude of gratitude, we begin to see the world through a lens of appreciation and abundance. This shift in perspective can have a profound impact on our self-esteem. When we focus on the good, we feel good.
Cultivating a circle of support. Building a supportive network of relationships takes time and effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. It's about being intentional about the company we keep, nurturing the connections that nourish us, and letting go of relationships that no longer serve our highest good. Start by identifying the people in your life who make you feel good about yourself. Those who listen without judgment, offer encouragement and support, and celebrate your successes. These are the people you want to invest your time and energy in. Make an effort to nurture these relationships. Schedule regular phone calls, coffee dates, or walks in the park. Share your dreams, your fears, and your victories, both big and small. Be present, be supportive, and be the kind of friend you wish you had. Remember, building a strong support network is a two-way street. Be willing to offer the same love, support, and encouragement that you receive. Celebrate the successes of your loved ones, lend an ear when they're struggling, and be a source of strength and positivity in their lives.
The journey of becoming. Imagine life as an epic adventure, a journey of continuous learning, growth, and self-discovery. It's about stepping outside our comfort zones, embracing new experiences, and expanding our horizons one step at a time. This is the essence of self-improvement, a lifelong commitment to becoming the best versions of ourselves. Engaging in self-improvement isn't about fixing or changing who we are. It's about nurturing our potential, developing our talents, and cultivating a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. It's about embracing the journey, not just chasing the destination. When we commit to self-improvement, we invest in our own happiness, well-being, and fulfillment. We open ourselves up to new possibilities, unlock hidden talents, and gain a greater sense of purpose and direction in life. Whether it's learning a new skill, exploring a new hobby, deepening our knowledge in a particular subject, or seeking professional guidance to overcome personal challenges, every step we take on the path of self-improvement is a step towards a more empowered and fulfilling life. Remember that inner voice we talked about earlier, the one that can sometimes be critical, judgmental, and filled with self-doubt? Our words have the power to reprogram our minds and influence our beliefs about ourselves. This is where affirmations come in. Affirmations are positive statements that can rewire our subconscious minds, replacing negative thought patterns with empowering beliefs. It's like planting seeds of positivity in the garden of our minds. The two most powerful words in the English language are I am. Whatever follows these words becomes your reality. Use I am statements to declare who you are and what you embody. Think of I am affirmations as powerful declarations of self-belief. They embody the qualities and experiences we desire. Choose affirmations that resonate with you, repeat them daily, and feel their truth. You'll be amazed at the transformative power of these two simple words.
Unmasking the imposter. Imagine this. You've just achieved something incredible, but instead of pride, you're plagued by a nagging feeling that you're a fraud. This is imposter syndrome, a pattern where we doubt our accomplishments and fear being exposed. But here's the good news. Imposter syndrome is not a life sentence. By recognizing the symptoms and challenging negative self-talk, we can unmask the imposter within. Overcoming imposter syndrome requires a shift in mindset, from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, where we embrace challenges, view setbacks as opportunities for learning. Our potential is limitless. True mastery is about continuous learning and improvement. Embrace challenges, stretch abilities, and unlock new levels of confidence. Transform setbacks into stepping stones towards our goals. Congratulations! In just 30 minutes, you've embarked on a journey of self-discovery, explored the power within, and gained valuable tools to boost your self-esteem. Remember, this isn't a one-time fix, but a lifelong adventure of growth, self-love, and embracing your incredible potential. Like a garden that needs tending, nurturing your self-esteem requires consistent effort, self-compassion, and a willingness to challenge those old limiting beliefs that no longer serve you. Some days will feel easier than others. There might be moments of self-doubt, setbacks that test your resolve, and that inner critic might try to creep back in. But don't be discouraged. Each time you recognize negative self-talk, practice self-compassion, or celebrate a victory, no matter how small, you're reinforcing those new, empowering beliefs and creating lasting change from within. This journey is uniquely yours. Embrace the ups and downs, celebrate your progress, and remember that you are capable of amazing things. Throughout this guide, we've explored techniques to silence your inner critic, cultivate self-compassion, set realistic goals, and build a supportive network. But the most important message to take away is this: you're worthy just as you are. Your worthiness isn't determined by your accomplishments, your appearance, or the opinions of others. It's an inherent part of who you are, an unbreakable truth that resides within your very being. Embrace your imperfections, celebrate your unique qualities, and remember that you are deserving of love, happiness, and fulfillment. Don't wait for external validation to recognize your worth. Step into the world with confidence, knowing that you have something special to offer. Embrace your authentic self, shine your light brightly, and never doubt the incredible power that lies within you. As you continue on this journey of self-discovery, remember that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. You have the strength to overcome challenges, the resilience to bounce back from setbacks, and the wisdom to learn and grow from every experience. Embrace your brilliance. The world needs your unique talents, your passions, and your perspective. Don't be afraid to share your gifts, to pursue your dreams, and to make a difference in the world. Remember the power of your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Choose to focus on the positive, to speak kindly to yourself, and to surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. The journey to boosting your self-esteem is ongoing, but the rewards are immeasurable. Embrace the process, believe in yourself, and never stop shining your light. The world is waiting to witness your brilliance.